Hello, week two is about content production. We are moving from technical foundations into design, production, and review. There are 4 parts with 3 quizzes and 1 assignment. In part one, we will be looking at principles of design. These principles help explain why some designs feel professional and others don't. We will review 12 principles. They include emphasis, balance, contrast, pattern, movement, rhythm, proportion, hierarchy, repetition, white space, variety, and unity. Rather than memorizing definitions, the goal you should have is to learn how to recognize them in real-world content. The ones outlined in black will be gone into more detail in the following slides. Here's how you would recognize them. Balance is the arrangement of visual elements so that a design feels stable and evenly weighted. Pattern is the repeated use of shapes, colors, lines, or texture to create consistency and structure. Movement is the path a viewer's eye follows through a design, guided by the placement of elements. Rhythm is the repetition of visual elements in a way that creates a sense of organized flow. Proportion is the relationship between the sizes of different elements within a design. Hierarchy is the arrangement of elements to show their order of importance and guide the viewer's attention. Repetition is the intentional reuse of visual elements to create consistency and strengthen a design. Variety is the use of different visual elements to add interest and prevent a design from becoming monotonous. Lastly, unity is the principle that makes all parts of a design work together as a cohesive whole. Emphasis is the design principle that draws the viewer's attention to the most important element in a composition. Notice your eye is immediately drawn to the red umbrella. Every design needs a focal point. If everything is important, nothing is important. The rule of thirds is a way to create emphasis by placing important subjects at intersection points. The rule of thirds is a compositional guideline that breaks an image down into thirds, both horizontally and vertically, so that you have 9 pieces and 4 grid lines. Placing key imagery in the intersection will help with symmetry, balance, and emphasis. However, you could be using the rule of thirds by placing key imagery in the center. Using it this way will communicate power and authority. Notice in this image, it shows Muhammad Ali standing powerfully above a boxer that is on the mat, knocked out. Ali fills the full vertical center, third space, and the opponent in the ring's floor occupies the entire lower third horizontal space. Subconsciously, this communicates the viewer of his power and authority and even dominance. Contrast creates visibility and clarity. Dark against light, large against small, bold against subtle. Without contrast, content becomes difficult to read and understand. Contrast is the use of differences in size, color, shape, or other elements to create visual interest and distinction. White space is not wasted space. White space creates breathing room. It improves readability, improves focus, and often makes designs look more professional. The empty area around and between design elements improves readability and focus. One of the most common mistakes beginners make is filling every available inch with content. Now pause to take Creative Concepts Week 2, Part 1, check your understanding.